And so our authors close with this section titled A League of Their Own.
Wow.
And they go on to say this, that the apocryphal writings were written in the 2nd and 3rd century by people who didn't know Jesus or the apostles. This Ehrman does not dispute. Yet he still at times implies that the apocryphal books were as equally legitimate as the New Testament documents and could have, and maybe should have, been included in the canon. The arguments in this chapter have shown that these apocryphal writings are not even the same league as far as historical credentials go as the New Testament. They're not widely used. They're not widely recognized. They're not set. They're not copied that often.
That's right. They don't take the importance of the Old Testament into account. They weren't written by the apostles or those associated with the apostles.
Some of them were spoken against being utilized in the first place as well by well-known people. And so at some point you have to determine what your standard is for delineating, like, why don't we include the Satanic Bible in there? It has the word Bible in it. Why do we throw that out? Oh, okay. I mean, if we have to go down that road, that's a little odd. But things like, why don't we include Latter-day Saints, the Mormons? Why don't we staple the end of their book in? Well, maybe because it's happening way later. Or again, Islam. Why don't we take Muhammad's 40 Arabic words about who Jesus is as authoritative? Well, because he's writing in a context and 6 centuries later. And so we wouldn't have any idea other than divine revelation that he's accurate. And the very fact that you have the Quran saying, rely on the people of the book to understand their scripture, and our scripture denounces their scripture. So by process of their own standard, it fails. And so that's why one of the reasons why we don't use the Quran. So at some point you have to make this determination, this delineation, and the church was doing that. The church understood that the apostles were mandated by Jesus himself to understand, to recall these words, to develop a Old Testament like standard of passing down this. And so you don't want it only done in a context of spoken word. You want it written down as well, so it can be easily copied and transferred and hidden, and all these things. When people die and people get hunted down, you hopefully have people and written documents. It's not one or the other.
So right. You have the oral tradition and the written documents.
Right. It's very important, especially for that time.
So are many New Testament documents forged? It doesn't seem like
right. Yeah, not New Testament documents. So want to piecemeal them.
And so I think that's what this particular chapter has shown us.
Right.